As a parallel session of the summit, the theme of our hackathon is building the Web3 social network, and it has attracted more than 600 developers from all over the world. Please welcome the Secretary General of China Biodiversity Conservation and Green Development Foundation, Mr. Zhou Jinfeng, to commence the event.
谢谢，青年朋友们，非常感谢组织者给我们这个机会，和大家共同参与这样一个活动。首先，我代表
ETH Shanghai to invite us to this event on behalf of the China Biodiversity Conservation and Green Development Foundation and our Youth Leader Fund.
演讲者、参与者表示衷心的感谢。
I am
感谢你们为我们提供了这样一个
to have this opportunity together with young leaders from around the world.
我们也祝贺会议的成功召开。
We wish a full success of this event. Thanks to the efforts of the committee and all of you, our conference has been selected as an important academic conference listed in the 2022 CAST guide. So today, we already feel the importance of academic conferences, and we've learned a lot from it. People may ask, as a China Biodiversity Conservation and Green Development Foundation, why are we interested in Web3 and blockchain? Well, I'd like to share with you my views. Last year, UNESCO pointed out that AI ethics is very important. So after that, we also made our voice. We believe that digital ethics, technology ethics, should also consider biodiversity. So I am happy that UNESCO also agreed with us that biodiversity should also be included in technological ethics. I believe people in Shanghai and even worldwide have heartfully felt the crisis we are facing. First, it is true that we have worked a lot in the past several years, but the pandemic still hits us hard. And the second crisis is climate change. Climate change has led to more carbon emissions, affecting every aspect of our life. And the most fundamental crisis is the biodiversity crisis. That's because we've entered the sixth phase of biodiversity loss and extinction. The fifth phase happened over 6,500 years ago, whereas the sixth phase of biodiversity loss and extinction is unprecedented, even compared with the first 5 crises. So this is the fundamental crisis and the backgrounds. With new technologies, emerging technologies, and digital technologies, the population is growing. Today, the world is home to over 7.7 billion people. But these technologies are double-edged swords. They destroy our habitats. For example, fertilizers, antibiotics, or other digital technologies have changed our habitats. That's why we are facing this unprecedented challenge, the sixth possible biodiversity loss and extinction. This is the challenge we are faced with. Mr. Ambassador have mentioned that we should focus on non-financial apps. So digital technologies, blockchain technologies should develop new non-financial apps. I think Vitalik made a very good point. Financial apps are important, but their importance, their functions are limited. New technologies, Ethereum, Web3, should focus more on what kind of applications. Well, I am a layman, but I think carbon token can be an important focus, because in the future our livelihoods, our survival are not only based on technologies but also about carbon emissions. We've pointed out that we should achieve carbon equality. We have the equal carbon sharing rights, but we also should shoulder equal carbon emission responsibilities. So how can we make sure that individuals can all do their part to tackle climate change? I believe decentralization plays an important role, because we need to harness individuals worldwide in this action. The sixth crisis, the sixth biodiversity and extinction crisis, is caused by human beings. So we need to harness all the power of human beings to tackle the challenge. So that's why I say we should have this climate token. We can't solve the problem by only setting up some reservations or animal habitats. According to COP15 Biodiversity Conference, our goals of protecting biodiversity haven't been accomplished. None of the goals is accomplished now. That's because we still haven't harnessed all the power of human beings. And I believe only new technologies, decentralized technologies, can harness the power of all. Last but not least, I want to talk about a South Pacific island. In that island, people there find new technologies. They were able to construct, to build aircrafts. So they were the most advanced group of people. They had emergent new technologies. However, their new technologies exploited all the natural resources in that island. So all the people there went extinct. I guess we are kind of following a same trajectory. So I believe new technologies should be our tools, should empower us, should help us achieve the goal of a community with a shared future for all and health for all. No matter on regulation level or on civil society level, we need to do more. And we can only rely on top-down measures. Undoubtedly, new technologies are the key tools for us to solve problems. Biodiversity conservation and green development is the most important work of us. So we want to work with young people, young leaders today to innovate, to be cross-disciplinary. So we are not only doing biodiversity conservation or green development, and you are not only focusing on developing technologies, we should work cross-disciplinarily to lay a foundation for our better future. Last but not least, I'd like to thank you all. Thank you for hosting this event. I hope that we can all go all our ways to contribute to a better future that is in line with the development of nature and technology, and we can better serve the sustainable development of humanity. Thank you.